Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Gonna make the watch list video here for Friday, March 9th. Get right into the watch list right away. I don't think I have anything to rant about right now. I just go through that period at least once or twice a week. So if you take a look here, here's the ES, the futures. A lot of people ask what this means, what it is. It's just showing the S&P, which trades, the futures trades, pre-market, aftermarket, all hours, right? Not just the SPX, which is just during market hours. So as you can see this chart here, look at this triangle on the ES, and you can see price is right at this apex point now. Obviously, who knows what's going to happen, but as you learn these patterns, again, friends, make sure you're watching these videos that we've been putting out. We're putting out lots of candlestick videos. There's a reason why I'm starting with bullish candlesticks and then bearish and then dojis. Even if you're familiar with them, repetition is the key. There's going to be a very powerful story that I'm going to tell you guys as these videos expand and get bigger. So I'm trying to keep them short to, less than 15 minutes or so, just to kind of again, show you just so many examples, because you're going to see out as these videos expand, you're going to see over the next few weeks, you're going to be looking at hundreds of charts. And you're going to be looking at all these different patterns. And especially if you're new, you're going to be very surprised that when you think you might see something or know it, you might see it in a different light or in a different way. And I'm going to show you so many different examples of things. I'm going to take these little candlesticks that you start seeing, like a bearish or a bullish or a doji or a long-legged doji, and I'm going to show you what they look like in the grand scheme of things in multiple pattern types of videos, right? We're going to really drill it down. But this is the name of the game when trading, and then you're going to learn trend lines. We actually have a whole trend lines video, a couple of them under our private members videos. So if you're not a member of our community yet, make sure you come and join us. Right under the private members content, you'll see trend lines. So, the whole thing with trading, it's so many different parts, right? It starts with the first line of defense, candlesticks. Again, I'm going to keep saying this over and over in all my videos. I say this. Moving average lines, they don't mean nothing. MACD or RSI, they mean nothing without candlesticks. You need candlesticks first, and then trend lines, you need something to add trend lines or horizontal support and resistance onto, which is candlesticks, right? So you need candlesticks. They tell a story. They form patterns, which form support and resistance, and those patterns within a pattern. Then you're going to draw horizontal support and resistance, and then you're going to also draw trend lines to get the more complete picture. So you might see head and shoulders within triangles. Perfect example. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Look, it's within a triangle. Triangle, trend lines, head and shoulders, and then there's other patterns within that. So you can see a potentially bullish formation forming within bearish formation. So you can see a triangle. Who knows? The price might fall out of this triangle and fall out. We don't know. It's starting to get towards that apex point in the center. You can see they're just drawing this. You still have that right shoulder there. Very important. No coincidence, right? That right shoulder is going to be right at that point of the apex point, critical point. So head and shoulders, very bearish pattern, but you can see some higher lows being formed over here. We don't know if they're going to stay, but you got to see, is price going to break out of that apex of the triangle? If it does, it then breaks the pattern of the right shoulder on the head and shoulders, and then you're going to be testing a double top, right? If it breaks above the double top, then you might have a cup and handle formation. I hope you guys are all seeing this. If this doesn't make sense, watch our candlestick videos, start with each one and let them progress, because this is so important. These patterns within the pattern, and they tell a very, very important story. So, do I know what the heck the S&P is going to do? No, but I can show you what's happening and what to look for. And then if, again, this is more of like a shorter, like the daily is more of like the shorter swing trade, day trade, short-term kind of strategy. But if you're more long term, just go to a weekly or a monthly chart and look at the same thing. Those trend lines, look, they're still on the weekly charts, right? So you can make your trading decisions based upon, what time frame is best for you, But it's finding these triangles, finding these support and resistance levels, and then putting the trading odds more in your favor. Just because a pattern looks like something doesn't mean that it's not going to turn into something else. Nothing is ever 100% foolproof when trading, right? Sorry, I made about 4 videos today. I'm losing my voice again today, so we'll see if it holds up. Anyways, that's that. All right, let's get into the watch list video. We'll see if I'm keeping anything for tomorrow from today's list of stuff that I was looking at. You'll see I have more stocks on the list than what was on the watch list, and that's because I add stuff on for trade ideas and other stuff throughout the morning. Let's take a look at the alerts, and look at that. All the alerts fired off again. Some are better than the others, right? But all of the alerts fired off. So neat. This one went up today. It's over my $10 threshold. I don't trade really stocks over $10 for trading. It's just kind of my thing. So don't get offended if I don't put anything over $10 on it. It's just kind of like, I don't do it. For day trading at least. Let's see this one. My chart's all messy there. No, PCMI, nope. So we're looking at for stocks that have held their highs in the day, and then stocks that have held their lows if we're going bearish. And some days watch lists are better than others, all depending on what the market is doing. And I can't predict the market and what it's doing. I wish I could. But these scanners tell me, if I get more on the bullish side of things, then I can say, okay, well, let's look at the charts. Let's see why. When there's like not many plays on either side, there might be indecision in the markets. Again, gotta just watch and see. So you can see here, I'm just removing some of these because I don't like them. The pattern's not anything that I'm looking towards. Look at that. So look at that. See that? Filled the gap. Let's see, right at the gap. Right there. Look at that. Boom. Price is moving up. Just filled this gap right here. No coincidence. There's a doji. Indecision. Is it going to fall back down or continue upwards? Patterns, gaps. You're going to learn about gaps. Very, very important. They have a rule that a saying that says all gaps must be filled. Now, it's all a matter of if or when they get filled. It might happen next day, next month, next year. Looking and finding those gaps, especially on these small cap stocks when they're starting to run, is very important to pay attention to. And look, there's another rule. After 3 green days, look for the shorts to come in. Look for a red day. Well, here you got kind of 4 right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shorts came in, right? So be aware of that stuff. When a stock's run for 3 days, look for the shorts to come in to potentially short. Again, sometimes it might take 4 or 5 days, but just be very aware. Same thing with when a stock's been selling off for 3 days. Watch for the buyers to come back in. All right, so I didn't like any of those. Let's go and see if there's any new ones. So this one kind of broke out today, DXR. Now, many times you'll see when these stocks completely break out and have a breakout day, they'll have sympathy days, maybe a couple days running after that. So that's where I don't necessarily like how it's not held its highs on the day and it pulled back, but it might have a potential continuation up from there. So you'll see I'm kind of just mapping out these support and resistance levels, support areas, kind of these previous wicks and candles. So obviously with this one, where is $7? I'm going to put it right here. $1.50 amount, psychological support and resistance areas. So for this one, I want to see it get above the close for today, tomorrow. So at or above 655. So I'm going to see if there's continuation. If continuation, resistance at $7, which is the whole dollar amount. Just got to assume it. And also, where is that other mark? You know, at 7, where is the other one here? Where is this here? 729 and, you know, 750 area and then $8, right? 729 is the top of the wick. Where is that? Resistance at 7, top of wick, then 750 and 8. So got to be careful at the top of that wick and then see if it continues upwards from there. And then, you know, see top of the wick. So up 655, $7, 729 right up here, and then $8. DXR. All right. Nope. No, don't like it. Nope. That one's possible. That one was possible, right? Looks pretty good for maybe potential breakout on the daily. Look at after hours, completely tanked. So nope. That one's odd. I don't like that one. Any news on this one? Had a big day there. Might be, so you can see kind of this triangle formation, right? See that? It's potentially forming that kind of wedge. Might have a kind of a flat topish, maybe type of break coming. Got to watch. You want to see it get above here. So watch if, where is that price up there? 197. Let's see there. Watch if price breaks critical resistance area of $2 for potential breakout. Let's see. All right, so I'd watch out for that 220. Yeah, nothing else. So 220 is really that area of potential like major resistance. So 220 is all-time high. So if $2 breaks, it actually could have, you know, it could, who knows, it can go into no man's land. We don't know. So there's big green candle closed above the moving average lines. You have this $2 psychological, right here, psychological resistance areas. And then you want to see if it can get, you know, above that kind of that triangle area, right? You can even draw it from, you know, one over here as well. Kind of right here to that peak. So maybe that one might be a better, kind of from that peak down over here. You can see it's just kind of zone right in. It's going to smack into resistance, but if that can break $2, you know, it might run. Got to watch. PGNX, a little bit overextended for me, so that one could be a potential short. You can see right here it's at resistance, so let me do this. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 green days. You can see that 829 is right at resistance. It's kind of pulling back. You can see some support right there at that peak. So, and it rejected, look at that, right at that 850 marker. So this one might be a potential short, plus it's easy to borrow, so you can borrow it from Thinkorswim. So I would put this one as a potential short at or below 832. Possible short after 3 green days. Support at 8, and where is this? So definitely put support, of course, right at $8, just because it's just going to be, because it's whole dollar amount, and 777-ish, right at these peaks right here, right? So if you short, if price goes up, it rejects down, comes back down, it breaks down through this 832. Look to cover at areas like $8 and 777. Just the opposite of longing. And 777.77-ish. There we go. Possible short after 3 green days, support at 8 and 877-ish. 850 resistance. Right at the top of that wick. Boom. PGNX. There we go. All right, so I'll make sure I put that in there right, because I forget sometimes, and Thinkorswim messes with me sometimes. They do something like at or above when I mean to say below, or vice versa. All right, ERII. It's right at resistance. Don't like it. Could break out. I don't like it. DFFN. That one's possible. It's going right near that gap. Right at that 76 cents. You have resistance right at 85. $1. And right in the gap, 106. So I'm doing that whole and half dollar amounts. Plus you have this gap that wants to get filled. Plus you have that 50 SMA. That purple line is resistance. So it is holding its highs, might be potentially moving forward up. So I'll put create alert at or above 73. Watch. If price goes into gap, 50 SMA resistance and $1 resistance. See if gap fills around 1.06. Yep, that's right. Let's see, is that right? 108. Gotta be precise with those, because those many times these things will go to fill right at the exact price. You gotta watch. DFFN. All right. $4. Let's see here. This looks like a 5-cent spread stock. I like it until I see that. So nope. 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 No. That one's possible. So you can see kind of this triangle pattern broke down over here, might be forming a double bottom to go back up into the triangle. Let's kind of do this. Man, this pattern's so difficult. Such a pump and a dump. Let's do this. It's tough to get these peaks on this one right here. Let's see here. You can kind of get that peak right over there. So you can kind of see it's, let me go to the daily. It's tough because of these, see it's kind of catching it right there. So you kind of got like a peak, some peaks there. Kind of goes back somewhat. Yeah, it does kind of go back, but sometimes it's hard to get some of these. Again, pump and dumps, right? So where is this one here? So it's kind of breaking out. Then you could do, let's see if there's another way. I can't catch those other peaks. You can see this thing is total garbage. Let me go to the hourly. Let me see if I can extend this down over here. Let's see if that goes up a little higher. This one's tougher to try. It's so much easier to draw trend lines than some of those bigger kind of companies. Don't like it. See if I can move it from up here down over there. See if this catches it a little bit better. It's getting, kinda. Anyways, it's kind of tough to get a trend line on this one. I can't really get it. But you can do kind of go and drill down for maybe horizontal. It's up over $1. You can see these peaks over here. So, you know, might have a shot if it can get above that 50 SMA from 114-ish. And, you know, just below, you know, around 140 to 150. So again, you can see this one just has a history of pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump. Might be pumping. So we'll do at or above 114. See if price pumps resistance just below $1.50-ish. So that's what I'm looking at, right around that area, right? See if it pumps up there and drops GLBS. All right, TET2, TTOO. Nope. No. Potentially setting up for a short. No. That one's possible. So you can see there's a gap 311 right up to here. You can see these, and right at that 320. So kind of see if watch if price breaks $3 resistance at 200 SMA around 3.20-ish. Major gap up still to fill around, is that 490? Around 494. You know, these small caps, they could fill that gap quickly, or they may never fill it, or it might take forever and get volatile in here, you know? Just never know, especially with these small caps. Gaps get very volatile. So that's TTPH. All right. BKCC. Let's draw this trend line. We're going to teach you this stuff in my candlesticks course and in our trend lines. You can see, let's kind of connect these dots here. Kind of see it's in a down channel. It's right in the middle of it right now. Might have some room to go up. So right here, some peaks right there. These areas on the way up. Oops. So at or above 602, see if continuation, resistance around 6.25 and 650, price in middle of down channel. Right? Down channel. Price is right in the middle of it. It's got room to go up or it could fall down. Who the heck knows? Gotta watch. BKCC. All right. Nope. No, don't like it. Sloppy. Nope. No. Nope. 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 And nope. And nope again. So that's the bullish scan. Let's see if there's anything on the nightly bearish one. I don't think there'll be many. Look at what? Really? Is there none? That's weird. Hold on. Interesting. Let's say. Let's try that again. I don't know if I've ever seen none. Aha, there we go. Sometimes thinkorswim takes a while. No. That one's really teetering right now. Riot. Oh, look at that. Right below that 200 SMA. That thing could have some room to fall. It's tough. You can see all these small little candlesticks. But this one might be look at that head and shoulders kind of pattern, FU pattern. Stick your middle finger right up in there with your knuckles under there. That's a big FU. Man, it's a nice potential short, I think. If it's right at the baseline right now. So I'm going to put at or below 957. At, so potential short at closed below 200 SMA, still room to fall, right? See that when price starts closing below that 200 SMA line, that black line, there's still room to fall. It can fall, could definitely fall, but you can see there's some of these small candlesticks too. Just keep an eye on it. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm not going to put that on. It's just a little bit too much room of a trap. Because you see these, like, it's tough to trade these. They're too small candlesticks, so I don't like that. I want you guys getting trapped. But you can see why I looked at it, because that 200 SMA was failing. That one has some potential. It's just starting to get oversold, though. This one's easy to borrow, so you can get shares with thinkorswim. So you can see the moving average lines below, right? That would be support. So this one at or below potential short with support at 7 and 50 and 200 SMA below. Potential short with support at $7 and 550, and 200 SMA below, at or below. NCMI, potential short. Thinkorswim has shares to short. As of today, they do. Who knows about tomorrow? I would say that one's potential, but it's a 5-cent spread stock. I can tell by those stupid candlesticks. So no. No. Still cracking. Mara. Still falling in that descending triangle. See that? Still has room to fall. Kind of like the same with that Riot. Room to fall. This is trading, guys, over and over and over, and hundreds, if not thousands, of charts. This one could still fall further. It is oversold. That candlestick right here, right below 308. It's got some room to fall. That's like a major big head and shoulders, like middle finger, big left shoulder, right shoulder, cracking the baseline. Could still fall. There is shares to borrow. It is oversold, so you have to be careful. Plus, it's Friday tomorrow. Could be volatile. Who the heck knows what's going to happen to the market tomorrow? So I'm going to keep that away for now. If it wasn't oversold like it was, I would potentially put it on there. Still falling. Gap down. Oversold. So that is it. That is going to be the watch list. Again, peeps, if you aren't a member of our community, come and join us. We are the Bullish Bears. Like and follow our fan page. Head over to our website. We have a day trading room up here, a swing trading room, and options room down there. So we have rooms for everybody now. So if you want to learn day trading, come and join us, and then come into our day trading room and get ready to work every single day. You know, we don't do handouts, we do hand-ups in our room. We're always about teaching and helping others. We are not a stock pumping service. We do not call out buy and sell. So basically, we don't tell you when to get in and when to enter. We're going to tell you and drill it into your head, support and resistance. Again, we're all about giving people a hand up, paying it forward, helping them, teaching them trading. That is trading, right? It's knowing support and resistance. If you do not know support and resistance, you will fail as a trader. Bottom line. Sorry to sound harsh, but that's what people won't tell you, right? Got to understand. Maybe I'm going to go on a rant right now for a minute. See, that's the thing with these other trade rooms. Again, nothing wrong with them. Business is business, right? But if Tim and Dan and I call out trades to you, in trades that we're in, we're a stock pumping service. We're just pumping up our own stocks. You guys are chasing us in and chasing us out. That will never help you as a trader. You know, if you did that for a short period of time and you practice in a paper trading account to see what someone's looking for, okay, maybe that'll help you, right? But what we're teaching you, it's not sexy. It's not necessarily fun. It takes a lot of hard work, but that's trading. Trading is what I'm doing every single night for you guys, what we are all doing, right? Not just me, but when I'm making these watch lists, right? Making these watch lists every single night and putting these alerts in and then seeing what happens the next day, looking at thousands just thousands of charts over and over and over again until these patterns jump out at you. It's all about these patterns and support and resistance lines. If you do not know these, then you're going to fail as a trader. It's all about knowing support and resistance. And I wish that I can tell you there was an easy way. I wish there was an easier way to the learning curve, but there isn't, right? The easiest way to become a good trader is months, if not a year plus, of studying charts and practice making hundreds of trades. You know, other services not going to tell you this. Again, we're not going to bash other services. We don't care about the other services. We're different. We're not like trying to be like them. But just think about it. You know, the overall industry is not going to tell you, hey, come join my service at $200 a month, spend thousands of dollars on my courses, and then, oh, by the way, you know, over 90% of you are going to fail, and you're going to have to take the next year and study thousands of charts, and in the end, over 90% of you are going to fail, right? They can't tell that story to you, you know, because they know people wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't hop aboard that story. But that's trading. That's the reality. What I just told you is truth. No matter what we do, no matter how much we try to help you, we still know that at the end of the day, over 90% of you are not going to make it. And it's sad. It's a sad reality. But we're in a position to be able to tell you that story and basically say, hey, listen, at least you have a shot with us because we're only $10 a month, right? So coming to join us over here, you're going to pay $10 a month. You're going to get pretty much whatever you, like, I'm not going to say all because you can never give like everything away, right? You know, but you're getting thousands of dollars of courses. You're getting trading rooms to practice in, whether you're doing swing trading or options or day trading. We're giving you the watch list right here in the alerts. We're giving you a live trade idea, screen share link, and private members only content on top of all of our courses, right? So we're giving you everything it takes to succeed, right? But it's going to be up to you whether you're going to put in the work to do it, you know? And it takes lots of hard work. We get lots of people giving us, you know, great messages. We super appreciate it. People that are like coming in, they're learning, they're making money, they're growing together. And that's really about what we're all about, right? We're all about this community, paying it forward, helping other people. Tim, Dan, and I aren't rock stars. We're not the face. We're not the focus. We're just the heads of the community, right? We're just the facilitators. We're always looking at other people, you know, moving forward. You know, we have other eyes in our, you know, we have our eyes out on for other people in our group to help us expand because we have a very huge vision for the Bullish Bears. Eventually, we want to have major conventions someday, big stuff where we're all together, trading together, live, practicing, learning, really going in depth, right? The bigger this movement gets, it's not like we're not trying to pull some bait and switch, right? We're not trying to be like, hey, let's charge them $10 a month and then let's charge them $200 down the road. No, the only way we'd ever go up to $200 a month or anything like even higher is if, you know, what we're doing doesn't work. So the more you guys spread the word, the more our community grows, the bigger that we get, the more we actually want to continuously give back with what we're giving now, if that makes sense. So we ideally want to keep the price the same, bring in more people, and give you more back, right? So we're trying to build such a bigger community, right? This movement, it's not, again, about Tim, Dan, or myself. It's about you guys growing it. The more you support it, the more you make it grow, the more that we expand, the more people we can then bring in. So that's where, again, eventually when we get, you know, big enough, we'll have other members in the community that have the same vision that Tim, Dan, and I have, that have honesty and integrity and care about giving back. We'd have those people help us to, you know, become a part of the team and help us to continue to grow, right? So as we grow, we're just going to want to give more and more back to you. So if you're hearing this and you're listening to what I'm saying right now, you know, again, it's not about Tim, Dan, or myself. If you like what we're doing, if you see value in what we're doing, if you have something to offer our community, again, you may be even much better traders than us, you know, that's totally fine. You know, as long as your ego is not big, as long as you're not trying to be the face and take over, we're always willing to listen to what people have to offer. And if somebody wants to give back to our community, then as we continue to grow, if people are patient, there might be roles for them to continuously grow with us as a community. That's really our story. There's no secret behind it. As we learn, we teach. As we grow, we try to give back more. If our movement together, again, not our movement, but the one you guys have jumped aboard and are helping create, if that continues to grow and get bigger, then we just keep growing together, giving more back. So ideally, again, our whole mission is to help you to become better traders, to help others to become better traders, right? That pay it forward kind of community mentality. Hopefully that makes sense. That was my rant. It was a little bit nicer than the one against the troll. So, and last but not least, subscribe, watch our click the notification bell on our YouTube. And again, peeps, we're more videos we just launched today with our candlestick series. We have a heck of a lot more videos coming. Watch them each one, one after the other. Take it slow. Trust me, I'm telling you. Again, they're free videos, so it's not like I can take your money. The most we can get from you is $10 a month. So just listen to this message. I'm telling you, if you go really slow and you take each one of these videos in and you don't rush and you don't put pressure on yourself to rush and make money, but just take these videos in. It's not because I'm anybody special and I made some great videos. No, I just literally went through because I'm obsessive compulsive. I took every freaking pattern. I probably missed some patterns, but the majority of them, and went video by video, and I literally spent past 2 weeks and went through thousands of charts to just find so many examples of each thing that we're showing in those videos. And those, patterns are going to tell a very specific story. So I just really want you to take them in, go slow with them. Even if you think you know what a doji or a long-legged doji candle is, still watch these videos, because it's just going to kind of submerge into your self-conscious, and you're going to start seeing other things in other charts. So you might see me do a video on doji candlesticks, but then as I'm showing you that video, you might be seeing cup and handles, head and shoulders, ascending, triangles, descending triangles popping out at you. And that's what's going to happen with these patterns. They're going to really start to pop out at you. And what's going to happen at the end of all of this, we're going to then take these candlestick videos, and then we're going to teach you how to trade them as well. So we want to show you the patterns first. So if you're wondering okay, great, I'm seeing these things, but how do I trade them? Relax, be patient. We're going to kind of take you through that progression of it, and then we're going to, again, in the end of things, teach you how you would trade them, the support and your entries and your exit levels, So we're going to take you down and tell you that story, take you down that path and tell you that story. It's just going to take some time. It's going to take a few weeks, maybe the next month or so. So give it the time that it really deserves. And in the end, I can promise you this, you will know more than you knew before. I can't promise you'll make money trading, because that's all even, just because you know support and resistance, you got to also know how to control your emotions. That's the hardest part, right? Learning support and resistance, I'd say it's easy. I mean, nothing's easy, but it's easy in the sense like anything else. The more you study, the more you're going to learn. But nobody can teach real world on how to overcome the emotions. That's why we tell people your best shot is in a community like ours, because you don't have to pay all that money up front. I mean, what's $10 a month? And to some of you, that's a lot of money, and I apologize. I'm not trying to be insulting, but $10 a month is going to be your best shot to basically say, I can take the next year and use a paper. It's very simple. You can take a year in a paper trading account, never use real money, make hundreds of trades, and after that year be like, okay, I'm comfortable trading now, or I'm not. And then if you want to start trading with real money, you can start with small positions, right? Start with whatever, 50 shares, 100 shares, 200 shares, and then work your way up. That's it. That's what trading. The only way you're going to become comfortable is with experience and with time. There's no way to be able to rush it. I wish there was, but there isn't. Trading is hard. That's the reality. So that's what I got for you today, friends. Happy trading tomorrow. Be super careful of that right shoulder on the futures. I'm going to show that to you again. Super important. It's Friday as well. With everything that's going on in our world, this could go either way, friends. We have no clue. You have an ascending, you have a triangle, you have a huge head and shoulders, big head, big left shoulder, big right shoulder. Price needs to get back up above that 2760 marker. If it gets above 2760, look out for 2800 resistance. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Triangle. If it breaks, right below 2,800. Potential double top. Price needs to get above that 2,800 to potentially reverse. Then you would then have a U shape, would be a cup. If it breaks over the 2,800, comes back down, you might have a handle, right? Then it can move upwards from there, and then you have a potential, another kind of cup base kind of forming, right? You can have a double bottom here. You can have a bottom, left bottom here, right bottom if it goes and breaks up. Actually, this is more of a head and shoulders. Don't listen to me when I'm saying double bottom. I'm seeing so many damn charts lately that it's like my head's spinning. So you start seeing this stuff over and over and over again. All right, video's over. Happy trading tomorrow. Enjoy.